Hey guys, it's Emily. Today I just wanted to talk about the different types of bipolar and the symptoms to look for those of you that may be concerned that maybe you are bipolar, or maybe for you to gain more insight or a better understanding of what it's like to live with bipolar or the other types of bipolar. Bipolar disorder is divided into several subtypes. Each has a different pattern of symptoms. Types of bipolar disorder include bipolar 1, bipolar 2, cyclothymic disorder. Bipolar 1 disorder is described as mood swings that cause significant difficulty in your job, school, or relationships. Manic episodes can be severe and dangerous. With bipolar 2 disorder, it's less severe than bipolar 1. You may have an elevated mood, irritability, and some changes in your functioning. But generally, you can carry on with your normal daily routine instead of full-blown mania. You can have hypomania, a less severe form of mania. And then in bipolar 2, you can also have periods of depression that typically last longer than periods of hypomania. With cyclothymic disorder, it's also known as cyclothymia. It's a mild form of bipolar disorder, which with cyclothymia, hypomania and depression can be disruptive, but the highs and lows are not as severe as bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. So the exact symptoms of bipolar disorder actually, it varies from person to person, which is understandable. We are all unique in our own way. We don't react to the same situations the same, so therefore what may trigger me may not trigger you, vice versa. For some people, depression causes the most problems, and for other people, the manic side of things are more of a main concern. Symptoms of depression and symptoms of mania or hypomania may also occur together. This is also known as a mixed episode, which is what I experience. So, manic phase of bipolar disorder. Signs and symptoms of the manic or hypomanic phase of bipolar disorder can include euphoria, inflated self-esteem, poor judgment, racing thoughts, aggressive behavior, agitation and irritation, increased physical activity, risky behavior, spending sprees or unwise financial choices, like buying clothing in every color because you love it and you have to have it. That's kind of what I do. Increased drive to perform or achieve your goals. I definitely have that. You also have an increased sex drive, which this may be TMI, but I currently have no libido. I have no sex drive right now, and I'm just not even, it's not even a thing for me. So I'm not sure what that says, but there's also a decreased need for sleep. You are easily distracted. You could be careless or dangerous, even experiment with drugs or alcohol. Also, frequent absences from work or from school. And what are you guys doing? There can also be delusions or a break from reality, which is called psychosis, which is a little bit more serious. If you're experiencing that, then I would suggest, once you do come back to reality, that you kind of realize that, okay, something's not quite right and I need to go get help. Also, another symptom or sign is poor performance at work or school. And for me, my school is definitely taking a hit. And it's more specifically, it's my math class. The depressive phase of bipolar disorder, signs and symptoms of the depressive phase of bipolar disorder can include sadness, hopelessness, suicidal thoughts or behavior, anxiety, guilt, sleep problems, probably getting too much sleep, low appetite or increased appetite. I've noticed that when I'm depressed, I will eat anything and everything, and I just don't care. Fatigue, definitely fatigue. Loss of interest in activities, especially the ones that I used to consider enjoyable. I definitely have had a hard time concentrating, irritability. There can be chronic pain without a known cause. And again, there are frequent absences from work or school, and also the poor performance at work or school as well. So those are just some of the symptoms and differences between mania and depression. So I would be on the lookout for any of those signs or any of those symptoms. If you think that you may be bipolar, or if you think that you may know someone that might be. And by the way, if you think you may know someone, don't, figure a way to be very subtle and very, nice about it. Don't be rude, because that's not necessarily something that someone would want to just hear randomly in their day. I mean, especially if they might take offense to it, even if it may be true. So definitely be considerate.